might run into a little bit of fog for that Ash Wednesday morning start. We are expecting some areas of patchy fog, not necessarily dense fog. Average visibility between 1 to 3 miles. Extra minute or two is all you would need out the door if you do have that morning commute tomorrow. 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. is when fog will be most prevalent, as well as at its thickest. It's tomorrow, and Thursday morning where we could see some of that fog potential lining up. Low beam headlights, watch for those kids in area neighborhoods and school bus stops if they are back to school for tomorrow. Tomorrow, a rare 1 o'clock afternoon first pitch for LSU and Nicholls State. They're going to be taking to Alex Box Stadium. You can see temperatures pretty comfortable in the 70s throughout the game, and we'll be topping things out at the very end of the game in the upper 70s. Wind blowing out at 5 to 10 miles per hour, so maybe the long ball being in play for LSU as well as Nicholls State. 20% chance of rain the following day on Thursday, so we'll keep things dry for our Wednesday plans. Friday, Saturday, step ladder up that rain chance 10%. Nothing in the likely category this time around as we wait for our next cold front to move through, and that'll be taking place over the weekend. So we are going to see a temperature drop going from Saturday into Sunday, and on Sunday we've got the Mystic Crew of Mutts taking to the streets of downtown Baton Rouge at 2 o'clock. You can see temperatures expected to be in the 60s for afternoon highs. So we're going to be climbing into the 70s tomorrow, 80s the following day on Thursday, but by the time we get towards Sunday, we're talking about a significant temperature drop, all tied to another rush of some very cold air. Here is a look at that on our future temperature change map. The warmer air is going to be kind of confined right here across the deep south for the next couple of days, but you see that cold air being bottled up towards the northwest, gradually working its way down towards the southeast, and will eventually take over eastern half of the country over the weekend into the early part of next week. So you can see how the bitterly cold air just misses us towards the northeast, but we're going to get that winter feel back into our air as we go into the early part of next week. Let's show you how cold it is expected to get. Steady warming trend taking place over the next few days, so you can see how morning lows expected to be well into the 60s. We should be seeing 67 for a daytime high this time of year. That's our normal high. That's going to be the morning low as you wake up Saturday morning, but notice the front here, and that's going to change all that, dropping things back closer to normal, if not below normal, early next week. And yeah, we've got some 30s back into the forecast for Monday and Tuesday mornings of next week. Could even see a brief light freeze for areas north and east of Baton Rouge early Tuesday morning. At least we could be flirting with that possibility. So here's Futurecast. We'll time everything out for you. You see the cloud cover maybe break up a little bit this evening, but it's going to fill right back in for tomorrow. But you can see another day with cloudy skies, but no rain in the forecast. Thursday will be similarly. We could see maybe a stray shower or two in the forecast. That's why we've got that 20% rain chance in the forecast, and then up to 30% for Friday as we await the arrival of the front. So the front starts to seep down towards the south as we go towards Saturday. It'll push through Saturday night, bringing a few scattered showers with it. And then here comes the chilly air behind that as we see that temperature drop heading into the early parts of next week. So when will we see some sunshine again? Probably not until Sunday leading into Monday. So here's the future amount of rainfall that we could see from the model that I just showed you. A quarter of an inch as you go north of Baton Rouge, right around 1/10 of an inch as you look towards the metro area, and maybe less than 1/10 of an inch as you go south of the interstate corridor. So this time around, we're really not talking about a lot of rain tied to this next rainmaker in our forecast. It's really going to be slight rain chances in the forecast for those 3 days of Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And then the bottom falls out in terms of temperatures heading to the early part of next week. There you see those 30s in the forecast, and maybe not even getting out of the 50s for next Monday afternoon. Elizabeth?